Hey guys, it's Ross, and we're here under the peaches, under the peach trees that I have espayed. I really love these trees. I always love to show them off, but I want to talk about what's below. And this is the garlic that I had planted. I did 2 rows. There's probably maybe 40 plus heads here. They're spaced quite close together, only 4 to 5 inches apart. And they seem to do really, really well for me all year, including last year. It was a big improvement with some advice from a friend who gave me the garlic cloves to plant. Uh, he really helped me out. Garlic Mike, if you're watching, thank you for the plants. Thank you for the advice. And I think now is the time to harvest. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I don't know, though, for sure if this is the time to harvest because the garlic is not very big. This is about the size of garlic I got last year, of different varieties that I had planted last year. And I figured, maybe I did something wrong last year. Let me, consult with somebody and see if I can get bigger garlic. This year I waited for the scapes to harvest. So all the scapes, I did a video talking about all the scapes, which is the flower heads that come out of the tops of the garlic, the allium plants. They all do this. So this is like an Egyptian walking onion right here. And the Egyptian walking onion does the same thing. Puts out a seed head, a flower head, and in the garlic's case is called the garlic scape. And they're really, really tasty. They go for quite a lot of money. Are often sold to chefs. You just saute them up. But as soon as I harvested the garlic scapes, the plants looked very... they just looked like they weren't doing well. And I've read that a lot of people have the same effects when they harvest their garlic scapes. The plant, for whatever reason, just doesn't really cooperate well, doesn't respond well. So now that the plant has been, pretty dead looking, some of these guys here, there's not much green on these, you can see. Most of the bottom leaves have dried out. The stems look dried out. Only the top half of it still has some green on it. It's no longer growing, right? Because you took off the seed head. That was the growth point of the garlic, and now that that's gone, they're just sitting here, right? So I don't know if I should let them sit longer, right? Soak up a little bit more photosynthesis, get a little bit more energy, and maybe these guys can get a bigger head. A bigger bulb of garlic, I should say. This plant here looks much better than the others, right? For whatever reason. You can see down in here, if I get a better view, that stem here looks much better than the rest of them. I'm sure the bulb of garlic is much better on that one for whatever reason. It also looks much better of a plant, like it still seems like it's alive. Whereas something like this, right? Much thinner stem, probably a much smaller bulb. Most of the leaves are dead. Only the top 2 leaves are somewhat green now. So I'm thinking these I should just pull out of the ground. And that's, not the best sized head, but it's garlic. It's my second favorite food behind figs. So all of the really dead looking ones, I think I'm going to harvest. This one actually was already dead. And the bulb was in the ground somewhere. I'm going to have to dig that one up. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know if there's any of you guys that really know what you're doing with garlic. I think I'm going to leave the greener ones in the ground, and as they get a bit more dead looking, like some of the ones over here are still quite green, I'll leave them in, maybe, hope that they get a bigger size bulb to them. Yeah, and if anyone has any like tips on how to get bigger bulbs, I would love to hear it. Behind it, we did a little bit of experimenting with leeks. We planted leek starts, and the leeks seem to be doing okay back here. They're not in full sun. They're underneath the peaches, behind the garlic. But these should be, I hope, by the end of the year, a pretty decent size. I just love allium crops in my food, so any kind of allium I can get is a plus. Even if it's not the greatest size, it's still a plus to me. So anyway, guys, let me know if you have any tips or what you guys think about what's going on with my garlic. So I'm gonna wrap these guys up, hang them up in the house, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.